Hi, this is Chef Mark Tafoya from Remarkable Palate Personal Chef Service in New York City. Today I'm going to show you one of the foundational techniques of baking, which is to make a flaky pie crust, or a pâte brisée in French. It's a simple ratio that with a little practice you'll master, and you'll have flaky pie crust every single time. So for the standard pâte brisée recipe, you'll need 2.5 cups standard all-purpose flour, 1 full stick of butter that's cut up into pieces and kept cold, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 plus 1 tablespoon of ice cold water. So this method I'm going to show you uses the food processor to make it really easy, but you got to have a really light touch with it. So first we're going to add the 2.5 cups of flour right into the bowl of the food processor, and then we're going to take our frozen butter. I've chopped this up into little pieces, and then I've put it in the freezer, and you want to kind of sprinkle those kind of all over so that they're spread out evenly. And we're going to include 1 teaspoon of salt. I use kosher salt. Now if you're going to make a sweet pastry dough, you're going to want to also add a teaspoon of sugar. So that's in, and we're ready to pulse. Okay, so I've got my flour, butter, and salt in there, and what we're going to do is just gently pulse this little bits at a time. You want to have a really light touch with the pulse here, just so that you incorporate the butter without working the gluten too much. And in a minute, that should start to resemble like wet sand at the beach. I know I've said that a few times before, but that's really the texture you want. It looks like that's gotten sort of incorporated. You've got little tiny pieces you see of the butter still in there, so I could give it a couple more pulses. Okay, a couple more pulses to incorporate that just a little bit more. And the next step now, you can see down in there, okay, I'm going to leave it running, and I'm going to add just some cold ice water. Now this is about 1/3 plus 1 tablespoon of ice water, but I'm not going to use it all at once. I'm going to put it in just until it kind of starts to incorporate. This is going to need a little bit more now. Okay, so my dough is almost together, but you see it's still not one solid ball, so I'm going to add just a tiny bit more water here. And there we go. It's ready to kind of come together, so now we're ready for the next step. My dough is mostly come together. You don't want to run it until it's completely one ball. So you can see what I can do is I can just dump out all these little pieces here. There we go, got it all. And then all I do is just bring the dough together. We're not going to develop it much other than to keep all of the pieces together. Give it just a little squeeze. Okay, and I might actually divide this in half because it's, 1 crust and 2 crusts here. And I'm just going to now wrap that in plastic and let it rest in the refrigerator for at least a half hour. All right, so there you go. Okay, so I've got my 2 pie crusts, and I'm going to put that in the fridge and chill it up. And I'm going to show you in the next video how to blind bake a pastry shell. We're going to make some basil tomato tartlets, some small size tartlets, and I'm going to show you how to blind bake your shell to begin with. So look for that in the YouTube channel soon. And until then, this is Chef Mark.